The heat of the 2024 Paris Olympic Games is underway as it continues to be interesting, captivating attention and stirring debates. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to look at the events of African interest. How has the African journey been so far for our African participants? The African medal table. Just note that this Olympic Games was being represented by 206 countries, where Russia was being barred just because of their lingering resentments with Ukraine. Before I dive into the video, subscribe to the platform, tap on the post notification bell for more updates. Don't forget to like this video and leave your comments in the comment box decently. My name is Solomon Asante, your all-in nomenclature with the engineer's philosophy in sports. Let me dive into the complexities of this video, but before that, let's all compliment and applaud the efforts of South Africans quartets being led by Akani Simbine. Their 4x100 meters relay team, they really did well. Tremendously, they performed today. They were the only African country to make it to the grand finale stage of the 4x100 meters race, of which we need to compliment their efforts. Now, let's move on to today's heats. We had two heats in the men's 4x100 meters relay, where heat 1, we had two African countries, South Africa and Nigeria. In heat 2, we had Liberia and Ghana. And this was various representations as in their lanes. Australia in heat 1 was in lane 9. Italy in heat 1 was in lane 8. Japan, lane 7. United States of America, lane 6. Great Britain, lane 5. South Africa, lane 4. Netherlands, lane 3. And Nigeria, lane 2. So at the end of the race, these were the scores. United States of America came first with a time of 37.47 seconds. South Africa second, season best with a time of 37.94 seconds. Great Britain third with a time of 38.04 seconds. Japan fourth with a time of 38.06 seconds. Italy came fifth with a time of 38.07 seconds. Australia came sixth with a time of 38.12 seconds. Nigeria seventh with a time of 38.20 seconds. And Netherlands eighth with a time of 38.48 seconds. So these were the results or the scores for the various countries in the men's 4x100 meters relay. Heat 1. Let's move on to heat 2, where we had two African countries of our interest, Liberia and Ghana. But at the end of the race, Ghana relay team was being disqualified due to the reason that they had a delay in the third and fourth changeovers, where they were able to cross the zone created for the fourth or the anchor changeover, of which they gave it out. So Ghana has been disqualified or was being disqualified from the race. And let's look at how the heat went. In lane 9, we had Germany. Lane 8, Jamaica. Lane 7, France. Lane 6, Canada. China in lane 5. Ghana lane 4. Brazil lane 3. And Liberia in lane 2. At the end of the race, these were the scores. People's Republic of China with a time of 38.24 seconds. They were being emerged at the first in heat 2 of the 4x100 meters relay men race. France second, 38.34. Canada third, 38.39 seconds. Jamaica, for the very first time in 20 years, they came fourth. They didn't make it to the grand finale stage of the men's 4x100 meters relay. They had a time of 38.45 seconds. Aside that, it was their season best. Germany came fifth with a time of 38.53 seconds. Ghana came sixth with a time of 38.62 seconds. And Brazil seventh with a time of 38.73 seconds. Where's Liberia? I think Liberia is nowhere to be found in this seat, where I said Ghana team was disqualified due to their delay in changing their baton, or they changed their baton outside the zone created for the changeover. That is the heat between the third and the fourth person, Fusaini Abdul and Joseph Paul Amoah. It was a sad news for Ghana's team because a lot of us were very optimistic about our relay team making it to the grand finale stage of the competition. So on this note, these are the various contenders for the 4x100 meters men's relay grand finale. United States of America will be competing with a time of 36.47 seconds in the first heat. South Africa will be also competing with a time of 37.94 seconds. Great Britain with a time of 38.04 seconds. Japan with a time of 38.06 seconds. Italy with a time of 38.07 seconds. China with a time of 38.24 seconds. France with a time of 38.34 seconds. And Canada with a time of 38.39 seconds. So let's all pray to support South African quartet being led by Akani Simbine, Sean Maswangani, Bradley Nkona, Bayanda Walaza, and Akani Simbine. These are the quartets to compete for South Africa. Benjamin Richardson wasn't able to compete in the first heat just because of injury. He has been injured and he wasn't able to compete in the first heat for South Africa. And he has been represented by Bradley Nkona, where they have Sinisifu Timbani as a reserver for the competition. Now, let's come down to the table, the medal table of our African interest. So far, I've gotten 80 entries, that is 80 countries, of which some countries, they are really performing, others who are not performing. Now, there's the medal table, or the African medal table, worldwide and of African standard. Kenya is the one leading, first in Africa, as it stands at the 8th of August 2024. Kenya first, 1 gold, 1 silver, 3 bronze, with 5 medals. South Africa, second in Africa, 37th in the world. Kenya is 36th in the world. 1 gold, 1 silver, and 1 bronze, 2 bronze, making it 4 medals in total. Uganda, 38th in the world, 3rd in Africa. 1 gold, 1 silver, 0 bronze, 2 medals so far. 51st in the world is Algeria, 4th in Africa. 1 gold, 0 silver, 0 bronze, 1 medal in total. 51st again in the world, but 5th in Africa is Morocco. 1 gold, 0 silver, 0 bronze, 1 medal in total. 59th in the world is Ethiopia, and 6th in Africa. 0 gold, 2 silvers, and 0 bronze. They have a total of 2 medals. 63rd in the world is Tunisia, but 7th in Africa. 0 gold, 1 silver, 1 bronze, 2 medals in total. And 74th in the world, but 8th in Africa is Cape Verde. 0 gold, 0 silver, 1 bronze, 1 medal in total. 74th again in the world is Egypt, 9th in Africa. 0 gold, 0 silver, and 1 bronze, 1 medal in total. And 74th again in the world, it's Zambia. 0 gold, 0 silver, and 1 bronze, 1 medal in total. 10th in the world, that is Zambia. For Africa, the twin brothers, Nigeria and Ghana, they are nowhere to be found on the medal table. It's very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. To some standard, it's very disgusting. We are not seeing what they are doing so far at the Olympics. Ghana is out. Now Ghana can't compete any longer. The journey started from the 26th and it will be ending on the 11th of this very month. That means 3 more days to go to end the 2024 Paris Olympic Games. Ghana is totally out. Nigeria, no medal yet. What is happening? You can just drop your decent comments in the comment box. So that is all what is coming out from the Paris Olympic Games. Other competitions or other events will be happening, of which we will continue to bring to you all the content that you need. You bring to you back to back for you to know how things are happening. But before I leave, let me just state this one for you. The Ghana's relay team, they have spoken. That is the quartets, Fuseni, Azamati, Saminu, and Joseph Paul Amoa. They've spoken. Let me take it one by one, what they've said. Now, starting with is the team captain, Benjamin Azamati. At the end of the 4x100 meters relay, this is what he has to say. He said, overall, no excuses. It was not a better race from us. We know we can do better. We just have to perform better. So he said, at the end of the race, they think they can still do better for Ghana. And from Ibrahim Fuseni, he is also saying this. He said, I think this was our worst performance ever. We are going to work on it and come back out stronger. I don't know when they'll be coming out stronger. It's very disturbing listening to some of these things. Now, let's move on to the next person. Rashid Saminu, the starter for the team. He said, I think I missed the hand of Azamati on the first call, so I brought it back. But there is no excuse. We did our best, but it is what it is. It is what it is. That is what he's saying. At the end, they've been disqualified and they are out of the competition. So that is what Abdul Rashid Samino is saying. He said on the first attempt, giving his baton or changing his baton to Benjamin Azamati, the second in the quartets, he missed out his hands. And it is what it is. They will come out stronger. The last person, or the one who ended the race or the heats, is Joseph Paul Amwa Ojo Paul, popularly called or affinitively called. He said, the stadium was really loud. Instead of using it as an advantage, I think it broke us in a way. We struggled to hear the course, but we did our best in the circumstances. So he said, among all those circumstances happening around the stadium, they did their best. That is what they can do. At the end, they've been disqualified. So that is the various happenings from the Paris 2024 Olympic Games. Sports Fella gets you posted on all the various events of African interest. I was being supported by my hardworking chief editor, Emmanuel Kwame Asiedu, and my amazing graphic designer, Dominic. Let's meet in the next one. Paris, Paris. Bye-bye.